Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. Today we are going to study chapter 11 constructions, exercise 11.2 question 4. Draw a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 5 centimeter which are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degree. So what the question says is we have to draw a pair of tangent to a circle of radius 5 centimeter. So for example, if you are drawing a circle of the radius 5 centimeter, okay, then we have to draw a pair of tangents such a way that the angle that is formed should be 60 degree. So somewhere point, normally we take like this point P, and then the tangent we have to draw such a way that the angle formed here should be 90 degree. Now we don't have any clue, we know only we have to draw a circle of radius 5 centimeter. Only this much we have the clue. But where this point has to come, we don't know. Where this tangent has to touch on this circle, where the point has to be there, we don't know. Unless they give us the distance from here, then only we draw a line and then find out the midpoint, draw a circle that will touch the circle, then we know the point. But here we don't have anything. We don't know where this point P we have to take, don't know. And where this tangent point has to come, we don't know. So all that we have is only with this, how to find that we have to draw a tangent or angle with a 60 degree. So let's consider, anyway tangent will come like this, two tangent we have to draw. So then if we join that point with a radius, normally what we get 90 degree, right? Normally when we do 90 degree. So now with whatever we have, let's find out. Now we don't know where this point P has to be, where this point Q has to be, where this point R has to be, we don't know. So what we will do first, what is given to us is circle is given to us of 5 centimeter radius. So we will find the angle for this such a way that you see, can you see one quadrilateral is being formed. So if quadrilateral, sum of the quadrilateral is 360. So if we draw here, if we draw, it has to be 90 degree here, 90 degree here. So if we sum of 90 degree, 90 degree and 60 degree, then we know for this origin what angle should be there. From 360 minus all this, then we will get the angle. So that we will draw first for this. So once you draw this center angle, from here let's draw 90 degree for this and 90 degree for this. Then once you get 90 degree both the side, when we join that two line, then we will get automatically 60 degree. Okay, so as we are doing, you will be able to understand. So first what is given to us is, if we have to draw a tangent, then that has to be 60 degree, means it has to be point P. So let's consider this as this. So let's consider this angle P, whatever the tangent we are drawing from the point, so that has to be 60 degree. Okay, so that has to be 60 degree. So we also know that we also know that if this is 60 degree, we know that the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So if you are drawing a tangent, then that will be surely perpendicular to radius. So we can say that this OQ is perpendicular to PQ. OQ is perpendicular to PQ. This OQ will be perpendicular to PQ and OR will be perpendicular to PR. This will be perpendicular to this. How we know? In circle chapter, we study about the tangent theorem 10.1. 10.1 says that tangent is perpendicular to radius of a circle. Okay, so that part we know, and therefore if this is perpendicular, then this angle has to be 90 degree. So angle Q should be 90 degree and angle R also should be 90 degree. So if we are doing that, surely this will be forming 90 degree, right? So if that is the case, with the angle sum property, we can say in quadrilateral, see PQOR, this is a quadrilateral. So in quadrilateral PQOR, in quadrilateral, this quadrilateral, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle O, together it has to be 360, that is angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Okay, so P is 60 degree, then Q 90, R also 90. So O has to be how much? So calculate all together, we get 240 plus angle O equal to 360. So then angle O, we keep it as it is, 360 minus 240. So will give us angle O 120. Okay, so let's keep this angle O, that is origin. Here we have to draw 120 degree. Okay, so let's do that. So first we will draw a circle of radius 5 centimeter. Take the scale, 5 centimeter, let's measure it. Okay, with 5 centimeter, let's draw a circle. Sorry. Okay, so now this is our point origin. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to draw angle O 120. So 120 we have to draw. So how to draw? So anywhere you can draw one diameter, whichever direction you want to do, this direction, wherever you can draw a diameter, one line. Okay, so now let's keep this O as a center and draw one semicircle. Just one semicircle. Okay, so now I'll just turn and show you so that you are clear. So now this is center, I've drawn a semicircle. This becomes, anywhere you can take, either you start from this direction or from this direction, whichever direction you are comfortable, you can start. So if this is here, if I start from here, then this becomes a 0 degree and this will become 180 degree. If you want to start here, you can put 0 degree here and 180 here. This whole angle will be 180. So when we have to draw 120, normally how do we do? You have studied in the smaller classes how to draw. 0 degree means we start here and then any measure you take, the compass, any measure you take, keep the compass. So when you start, the first cut will be 60 degree and the second cut will be 180 degree. If you are starting from here, okay, otherwise whichever side you are comfortable, you start. First cut will be 60, second cut will be 120. So let's write down so that you don't get confused. So this will be 60 and this will be 120. Okay, so let's join that. So this is 120. So Okay. I made a mistake because while showing you, I just changed the measurement of the compass. Whichever measurement of the semicircle you are drawing, that's afterwards we should not change the measurement. But while explaining, by mistake I changed the measurement. That's why I was wondering why 120 came that way. Okay, so once again I'll do it. So any measurement we can take, a random measurement, and then you draw a semicircle. Okay, after drawing the semicircle, you should not change the measurement. While explaining, when I was explaining to you, by mistake I did it. So now without changing the measurement, you can start either from this side or this side. So the first cut what you give will be 60, and the second cut that you give will be 120. Now the third cut if you are giving, see, that will come to 180. Okay, so without changing, whichever measurement you are taking to draw this semicircle, with that same measurement you have to give the first cut and the second cut. So you began from here, first cut, so that will be 60. So now this will be 60, this will be 120. So this is what we wanted. So we join the line. Okay, so now this is of 120. This is of 120 degree. We have got the origin. I'll just remove this because it will get confused. So now we have completed the center, that is origin. We have taken 120 degree. So we got the 120. Now we have to see to it that we get 90 degree here and 90 degree here. So this we keep it as point Q. Okay, and this we don't keep because we know one tangent will come here and here we'll keep afterwards. So let's see. Okay, so now for this we have to make it a 90 degree. You see here, I'm just looking, you see here, this is point Q. For this perpendicular if we draw, then we will get 90 degree. So how to draw the perpendicular here? Again same way, 90 degree how to draw, you know that. So we take the compass, you draw just one semicircle. My compass is not that good, that's why it slips. Draw a semicircle. Okay, then without changing the measurement, see, this will be your 60 and this will be your 120. Now between 60 and 120, when you make it equally half, then you will get 90 degree. So let's keep, this is 120, so we draw, and this is 60, so from here, so we get the midpoint. So that midpoint you join with Q. So this becomes perpendicular. So now we got perpendicular, that means this is 90 degree, we got it. If it is perpendicular, it has to be 90 degree. Okay, first part we did it. Same way, let's do for this also. For this also 90 degree we'll keep. So this also we can name it now R. Okay, so for this line also we will draw a perpendicular line. For point R, perpendicular line. We did here for Q, we did perpendicular line. So same way for point R also perpendicular line. So same way you have to do it. Keep on point R and draw one semicircle. Then first cut will be 60, second cut will be 120. So between 60 and 120 will give us 90. Now you join this. Okay, so now both the line you extend. This also you can extend. So this is our point P. This extra I will just remove it. Okay, this is our point P, because this also is 90 degree. We have just now we have drawn the perpendicular, so 90 degree. So you see now 90 degree, this we said 120, so automatically it will be 60. So we got here 60 degree. So we have completed now. We got the tangent, both the tangent PQ and PR with 60 degree. I hope it is clear to you. So now all that you have to do is write the step first. So what are the steps? I am showing here only, but in your when you do write it in the exam, clearly separately you do it. So step first, what we did, first we drew the circle of radius 5 centimeter. So draw a circle of radius 5 centimeter. Then what we did after that, we draw a diameter. Okay, then draw a diameter for the circle. Then what we did, keeping O as center, draw the angle O 120 degree. So we drew the angle 120 degree, and then after that what we did, after 120 degree, then for point Q and R, draw a perpendicular, perpendicular means 90 degree, right? So we have to draw a perpendicular for point Q such that angle Q becomes 90 degree. Okay, such a way we have done so that we get the angle Q as 90 degree. Similarly, for point R, draw a perpendicular such that angle R will be 90 degree. Okay, then what we did, join both. Now join, okay, can write where both the perpendicular meet at that point, we get P. Okay, now join P. Now we get the point P such a way that angle P becomes 60 degree. Okay, so finally we have completed. So you can write in your own way whichever steps you have done from starting onwards till the end. Write in your own words few steps, because it is compulsory. Now justification, if it is asked only, you have to write. Okay, now justification, when we take, see here, OQ, see this is the center, right? So OQ is the radius of the circle and OR also is the radius of the circle. So then angle Q is 90 degree, angle R also 90 degree because we have done it this, right? So if this is 90 degree and this is a radius means then PQ has to be a tangent because tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. If they are perpendicular only 90 degree it will be formed. So already we have formed this as 90 degree and therefore this has to be a tangent only. So you can write that OQ and OR is a radius of the circle and angle Q and angle R, they are 90 degree. Therefore PQ has to be perpendicular to OQ and OPR. PR should be perpendicular to OR. Thus PQ and PR should be tangent. Okay, so it has to be a tangent only because 90 degree is there and it is a radius of the circle. This also 90 degree is there and it is a radius of the circle. So this has to be a tangent because the theorem we have studied that a tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Now what we have to prove is, we need to prove angle P is 60 degree. So now we have to prove that this angle formed is 60 degree. So since we know that PQ is perpendicular to OQ and PR is perpendicular to OR. So if they are perpendicular, angle Q is 90 degree, angle R is 90 degree and angle QOR is 120 degree. Okay, because we have done it, right? So we know that this is 120 degree and this is 90 degree. So now in quadrilateral, already I have explained to you this quadrilateral, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle O is 360 degree. So P we have to prove, so we keep it as it is. Q is 90, R is 90, O is 120. So all together will be 300. Altogether 300. So let's keep P here only. So 300 comes this side, becomes minus. So angle P becomes 60 degree. So we have proved that the angle formed between the tangent is 60 degree. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you. God bless.